What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video, and today is going to be a day in the life prep update, just kind of a vlog style. It's been a minute since I've been on here and giving you guys an update with what's going on with me. I definitely have a lot to share, and we'll definitely get into that a little bit later today, but I just finished up some fasted cardio. It is around 11:30, 11:40, so I'm going to head to the grocery store now, get some stuff that I need for today and the rest of this week, and then I'm heading to my coach Morgan Macdonald's house. I did a check-in with him before cardio, so I'll update you guys on that, kind of what our plan is for the next 8 weeks, because we are on the road to nationals. This is going to be my first national show, and we have to push really hard for the next 8 weeks, and I'm super excited to document it here again on YouTube. So that being said, I'm going to be documenting a lot of my training, food, just vlog style stuff like you guys usually see, but if there is anything that you want to see that I haven't been posting much of or that you really enjoy, comment down below and let me know. Otherwise, I am a little hungry, so we're going to head to the grocery store, get what we need to get, and then I will catch you guys when we get back to Morgan's. Alright guys, we are at Starbucks getting some coffees. This is coffee round 2 for today. So I'm picking up Morgan and I some coffees before I head back. I've got my groceries all here. I ended up getting 2 bags of groceries, so I'll run through that with you guys probably while we talk a little bit about my meal plan and what is going on. But yeah, your girl needs some caffeine. So I haven't eaten yet. Normally I wouldn't go this long. It is around lunchtime, but I just have been busy. And yeah, I haven't trained. Not too big of a deal. I like to eat after I train, obviously. So just kind of working on meal timing. That's something that I need to get a little bit better at. But I did have my Red Surge and EAAs, and I'm gonna have some more EAAs as soon as we get back and take some vitamins and stuff. But yeah, right now we're just getting some coffees. So I'm gonna be doing a cafe misto with almond milk and 2 Splenda, and I think Morgan's gonna just be doing a Pike Place with Splenda and almond milk, something like that. So pretty simple, but pretty good. Cafe misto is super good. It honestly tastes like a little treat. I actually didn't drink it until Morgan told me about it, but feeling like I need something sweet right now. Haven't eaten yet, so that is the plan. So I'm gonna order us some coffees, and then I will check back with you guys when we get into Morgan's house. Okay, so we have our coffees, and this is Morgan.
Hello, everybody. I'm Taylor's coach. Yeah. And,
face to the name here.
Yeah. We're both Jack Factory athletes. Friends, you're my assistant. Yeah.
Working together.
Yeah.
So basically, I just got groceries. They're over there. I've been changing some stuff up with my food. So do you want to explain to them what we're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So Taylor, came to me as like a macro person. I'm not huge on doing macros, more so just for like contest prep clients, because I think it's very important to have consistency in the foods you're eating, so that like if you have any digestive issues or anything comes up, it's very easy to pinpoint what the issues are. You can correct things easier, as opposed to being on macros where you have a lot more variety in your diet and things are constantly changing. If you have issues, you don't really know where they're coming from. And yeah, I just think I don't prep from my own experience, and working with coaches I work with, the clients I work with, the more consistent things are, even when it comes down to water intake, sodium intake, all these things become very important, especially as you get closer to a show. So if you can establish these habits early on in the prep, and establish those like habits and the consistency in those habits, by the closer you get to the show, it's just kind of easier. You're locked in.
Less stressful for me.
Less stressful for everybody.
I don't have to think about it. You know what I mean?
And even as a coach, like I know what you've been doing this whole time. Like I know what foods work for you at this point. Like all those things matter and come in the clutch, right? Because the leaner you get as you get closer to a show, the more sensitive your body becomes, and the more important these little changes become, because the more significant they are. Because you can take 10 carbs out of someone's diet, and it matters at that point, right?
Exactly. And show day too, you'll be seeing what I'm eating. You'll know like how I'm reacting to it, which is different because you're coming with me this year versus I've never had a coach actually be with me the whole day.
Yeah, so. And I can say, my coach just came to me with nationals, and I got my pro card. So like him being there and being able to make those decisions in person is huge, because from pictures to seeing someone in person is like drastically different. Right?
Definitely, yeah.
Especially how we tend to take our pictures, we take like screenshots from a video and stuff like that. So it's definitely not accurate. So yeah, that's one big advantage we're going to have working together. But back to Taylor and her switching to whole foods. Exactly. Like that's obviously what we're trying to establish, is just like consistency, and it's already paying off. Like just by cutting out some. Because when you do macros, you tend to just kind of fit some crap into your diet, right? And
I'm bad for that.
Yeah, exactly. And we all are when it's given, especially when it's an option that's given to us by our coach, because then you kind of feel like it's validated, right? Yeah. But by just bringing things down to just like clean foods and foods that we know are going to work for her digestion. Meal timing especially. Yeah, like we've seen like her, like she's already lost like a fair amount of bloat. Like she's come down a few pounds in like the first couple weeks, like just by making those changes. And it's only now that we're starting to add cardio, take away food. The first couple weeks we're just kind of giving her lots of good clean whole foods, like kind of let her body fuel up, establish a baseline. Like her weight was hanging around like 133, 132. Now she's down to like 129.
Yeah.
And I know this week we just added a bit more cardio and took away a bit more carbs, so she's going to get leaner and leaner now as we get to the show. So, I mean, another thing that we changed is just, and even, you know, a big change for her was switching to all whole foods, but we're even being more specific about like where the foods are coming from. Like one thing I noticed with Taylor was that she was using just like regular egg whites.
And oats too.
And oats, yeah. And those are two things from my experience as a coach that a lot of people have like a sensitivity to. And a lot of times digestive issues come up, and I'll either take egg whites out or get them to switch to like a free range egg white, like an organic egg white. And same thing with oats, just going from like the regular quick oats to an organic quick oats. And their digestion immediately improves because the quality of the food is better. You know, specifically with eggs, and most people are pretty good with eggs. It's more so the egg white that come, like the ones that come in the carton. You know, I think when you just get like the regular ones, those are coming from chickens that are just, you know, not consuming good nutrients. So obviously the nutrients that are coming from them aren't the best. So the egg whites aren't the best quality. You know, I know myself, if I use regular egg whites, I get a lot of digestive issues, like major ones. And when I switch to free range, obviously it's a better quality egg white. Those chickens are eating, you know, food that's actually meant for them, so they're healthier. So they're going to produce a better quality egg white, a better protein, and I digested those ones way better. So that's like an immediate switch I got all my clients to do, and they all notice improvements in their digestion. So
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, so that's one thing we're going to do for her. And also, like, even the whole eggs, like, you know, it can be really tempting when you're at the supermarket, you know, especially if you're on some sort of budget, to just, you know, save $1 by buying cheaper eggs. But if you just spend the extra $1 or $2 and buy organic, you're going to get a much more nutritious egg yolk, because again, those chickens are free range, so they're eating what they're supposed to be eating. So therefore the fat quality, you know, that those egg yolks are going to be higher in omega-3s as opposed to the regular eggs that are coming from chickens that are like, you know, in those big chicken pounds, like just eating like their own poop probably, you know, to survive. They're in a pretty harsh environment, so they're not going to produce a good quality fat, right? So, so it's just little things like that, and you know, it might not seem significant, but it is, and I've been doing this long enough to know that it does, because when I started making these changes, you know, everything got better, like my physique got better, and because you got to realize it's like in bodybuilding, like all of our processes are so long, whether it's an off season or getting ready for a show, that little tiny things add up, because everything's over a long period of time.
Right.
Like I've been bodybuilding for 10 years to get to where I am, so you know, all those little good decisions I made or things that I figured out that work better for me, and stuck with those things and made those things like habits or just like, you know, nutritional staples, whatever it may be, have added up and got me to where I am. So yeah, those little details do matter.
Yeah.
So the earlier on you can identify them and like what things work for you and lock it in and just stick with it, it's just going to better your long-term result, right?
Perfect. All right, let's show them what we got.
All right.
So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of meal prep and hanging around here. So I brought a bunch of food to just kind of keep here. But these are the egg whites he was talking about. So these are the free run ones. Those are the ones you usually buy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got rice cakes just because sometimes I would swap out rice for rice cakes because they digest a little better for me personally. But I usually just let Morgan know if I'm doing that. And same thing with oats. I'll swap these out for oats sometimes as well. We got this for our coffee. I don't know if he's going to like it. He's like, it looks stupid. Yeah, we'll try it out. Actually, in ground turkey, chicken, I have mushrooms, tomatoes, red onion, avocado, peanut butter, and then I bought this stuff because I was lazy today and I haven't eaten yet, so it's gotta kind of get it up.
So yeah, but that's the vegetables, right? So we, you know, in my prep, like I know a big thing is staying away from like green vegetables. A lot of people get carried away with those. They do a lot of like green beans, asparagus, broccoli because they're very filling.
From like volume, yeah.
But they cause digestive issues. There's a chemical in them called like raffinose, and it always causes digestional backup, especially because in prep we're eating so consistently. So it's okay to have broccoli like once or twice a week. That's not going to hurt you. But when you eat it like twice a day, every day, eventually it's going to really affect your digestion.
Building up.
Whereas vegetables like peppers, mushrooms, onions, things like that, especially when you cook them, you're still going to get some good fiber from them. You're going to get some good vitamins, some micronutrients, but they don't have raffinose in them. and they digest much easier, especially like when you fry them up on the pan with some like chicken or whatever.
That's something, yeah. So I used to always, and people who are watching probably know, like I used to always just have like lettuce wraps or salads and like high volume things, and I would actually always have like stomach pains and whatnot after, and I never really knew. I thought it was the dressings and everything because like I was cutting out dairy at the time, but it's actually when I started frying them and cooking my vegetables and also like laying off the green vegetables when you told me, I've been noticing a big difference. So I have that. We have berries for leg day too, I believe it's in the morning, I think. Yeah.
Another good fruit choice, right? Because you're gonna get some just good like health benefits, and they're probably like one of the like denser micronutrients, especially like the dark berries, like the blackberries and blueberries.
Yeah, we love those.
Because if you're only gonna get a little bit of fruit and prep, and it's not gonna last forever, so like when you are eating it, you want to get like the most micronutrient like dense profile that you can. Because again, like some people argue this, I know, but fructose is not an ideal energy source. Like the sugar that's in fruit, the carbs that are in fruit, most of it comes from fructose, so that's going to get stored in your liver as like glycogen. So it's not like your body's not going there for energy. Like, so that's why when we eat carbs and prep, we want most of it to be like starchy carbs, because that's like it's glucose essentially. So it's going to be stored as glycogen in your muscles, which is obviously we're going to the gym. That's what we're using, right? So
exactly, yeah.
So yeah, a little bit of fruit for like the micronutrient purposes, as long as you can keep it in prep. But like I will take out fruit out of someone's diet long before I'll take out rice or potato or something like that, because I know how much more beneficial those carbs are for what we're trying to do. And we can easily replace the micronutrients from fruit by like a supplement or from the vegetables we're eating.
Exactly.
Right?
Like we have the greens and reds we take every day anyway, so I can always just do an extra scoop if I need to.
Yeah, so like fruits are not, like they're good to have, but they're not vital in any sense in any diet, right?
Yeah, especially the higher carb ones. People don't realize how much sugar and everything is in that, but if you're tracking macros anyway. But yeah, so these are the eggs that Morgan was talking about, the organic ones. So we have those a couple times a week, or I think every day, maybe.
Eggs every day.
Yeah, so we have eggs, and I just got this for today because I like liquids. And that's pretty much it, I think. So I'm probably gonna make up meal number 1 now. I'll show you guys what that is when it's done. And yeah, thanks Morgan for explaining that.
No problem.
Alright, so you guys saw the first 2 meals that I had. So for meal number 1, we did a 1/2 cup of egg whites, 2 of the organic eggs, some veggies. So we had mushrooms, peppers, and I think we had red onion. Yeah, we had red onion in there. I did 45 grams of berries, so it was just like a mix of blackberries and raspberries. Then we did 3 of the caramel corn rice cakes. Those are my favorite rice cakes by far. I know everyone loves the chocolate chip ones, but I have to say the caramel ones are so good, especially with peanut butter. You guys already know I eat so many of those. So yeah, I had that. Then I drank some EAAs and had my vitamins, and I did some laptop work, just chilled out with Morgan, let the food kind of digest. And then I had meal number 2, which was rice. We did 100 grams of jasmine rice. We did 4 ounces of extra lean ground turkey, and then some cooked bell peppers on the side. So I just topped it off with some sugar-free sauce that Morgan has. Tasted kind of like a stir fry, which was super nice. And I was gonna go to the gym. Morgan just left to go to the gym, but the food is still kind of feeling a little heavy in my stomach, so I'm gonna run home. I've been at Morgan's pretty much all weekend, just like filming and working and all that kind of stuff, so gonna go home now and probably see if my Jack factory order came in, clean up a little bit, then hit the gym. So I'm training hamstrings today, so it should be a pretty good workout, but I am feeling really full right now, so I just kind of want to let the food sit for a little bit longer and digest, and then we will start our workout. But I did want to update you a little bit on what's going on with me. So I am back in Newfoundland. I moved from Halifax to Newfoundland about 3 to 4 weeks ago. This was a big move for me. I was living in Halifax for a little over a year. My twin sister lives there. You guys know everything that I've been filming for the last year has been in Halifax. But right now, it was definitely just the best option for me. My coach is here, he can see me, which is awesome. I have a couple members from the Jack Factory team that actually live in Newfoundland, and their headquarters is here. So they have a gym here, the staff is here. It's been really great for getting content. I've been super busy with them, especially where it's Jacked Week this week currently. We've been getting a lot of content, just kind of pushing things out for their pages and whatnot. So I've been a little bit absent here, honestly, just because I've been getting settled back into a routine, back on my meal plan, and back to the gym, and just being back home, having to see family, having to see lots of people. It was my sister's birthday, it was my birthday, had a lot going on, but now things are settled and now we're back and we'll be posting just as consistently as I was before. So wanted to give you guys a rundown on what's kind of been going on and all of that stuff. I'm definitely happy to be back home. I feel relaxed, at ease. I'm working at a gym now, so that's awesome. So very similar to what I was doing before, and everything just seems to be lining up without the stress of just like having to pay super expensive rent and being in a place that I wasn't like totally comfortable and familiar with, if that makes sense. Now, that being said, I love Halifax and I love the people there. Just going into lockdown so many times and being away from home was definitely really hard on me. And I feel like I built a lot of really great relationships actually while I was gone with people from Newfoundland. So I'm super excited to be back. I'm just trying to stay as positive as I can. It's definitely gonna be different living back home with my grandmother because I have been living on my own for the last like 2.5, 3 years. So I'm back home for a few months. So it should be very interesting, but it will be fun. It'll be nice. It'll be a nice little stress reliever, and it'll be a great time for me to sit back, focus, and get things like this done for you guys. So yeah, if you have any questions at all about like the move or kind of why or anything like that, you can send me a DM. Anything about Jacked Factory or Jacked Week, any of those products, you can just comment down below or send me a DM on Instagram. Otherwise, I'll be starting physique updates and all of that with you very soon. Hopefully my Jacked Factory order is there. If it's not, I will show you guys that in the next video. However, I will hopefully be able to put it in this one because I really want to see what I got this month. I ordered it a little while ago and I don't even really remember what flavors and stuff that I got, but I believe I got some different things, so super pumped about that. But yeah, if you guys are ordering from Jacked Factory, you can use my code TBT to save 20% off and shop through the link down below to show them who brought you to the site. But I'm rambling now and I do need to get home and start unpacking my things and getting situated. So I will check back with you guys probably before the gym. And if I have another meal or anything like that, I will let you know. Alright, so you guys just saw my third meal, which was actually ground turkey. I did 4 ounces. I did some red onion on the side. I didn't really feel like cooking up a bunch of vegetables, so I subbed out my rice for 2 of the caramel corn rice cakes. Kind of wanted something sweet. I just put a little bit of pink salt on top of those. And now we're heading to the gym. The gym's about 25 minutes away, so we're gonna take some pre-workout soon. I'm gonna do Nitro Surge and Pump Surge, and I have 2 new flavors for those. I'll show you what those look like when I take them. If it's not too busy in the gym, I'll get some clips. If not, the next video you guys see will be a training video, but I am doing a hamstring focused leg workout today. My leg days are my highest carb, higher calorie food days, so you guys will see me eating a lot of like rice cakes, rice, fruit, things like that with my meals and vegetables. Otherwise, we're kind of keeping things pretty low. On the other training days, a little bit higher. On upper and rest days, it's probably my lowest carb day and overall lowest calorie day. Something different that I haven't done before, switching up calories per training day. It actually feels really good. Definitely can feel the extra energy on those leg days, and I need them because I'm doing 3 a week right now. That is my training split. So 2 upper body days and 3 leg days. One's glute focused, one's quad focused, and one is hamstring focused. Tomorrow is just cardio rest day. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna head to the gym now, so I will hopefully see you guys in there, and if not, I will chat with you afterwards. so I apologize. The lighting is kind of ass right now, but I just finished my workout. It was actually really good. I just wanted to come on and talk. I do have a couple meals left, so I'll show you those before the video ends out. I'm outside Starbucks right now because I have high energy. I ended up actually not taking Nitro Surge because it was after 5:30-ish or 6 kind of when I was in the gym, so I didn't want to have too much caffeine. I'm gonna have a tea in Starbucks now, so I'm trying to monitor my caffeine intake throughout the day just because I have a lot of coffee and caffeine usually, and I want to get good sleep tonight. So I did pump surge, but you guys saw that anyways. I just wanted to come on though and talk a little bit about like having higher energy and feeling better, and I really do think it has to do with the food choices that I've been making and just keeping up with my micronutrients when it comes to my reds and my greens and my multivitamins and things like that. While I was moving for a few weeks, I had everything in boxes and I wasn't really able to access everything that I would normally have. My sleep was definitely super off. I was kind of just fitting things into my calories and macros while I was traveling to make it work. There was a few weeks where I was like living at my sister's, and then I was house sitting and it was a little bit hectic and my sleep was definitely not where it needed to be. So I just want to say, like, now that I'm settled and back into a routine, I feel 10 times better. It's obviously okay to fall off track every now and then. Physique wise, I'm feeling better. I definitely wasn't for a little while, and that's why I hadn't really posted a whole lot about what I was looking like and how I was feeling, and that's normal, especially post show. But I just wanted to make a point and say that when you recognize you're not feeling like yourself or you're not doing the things that you need to do that actually make you feel good and feel productive and happy, you know, take that and, you know, sit with it and make a plan and just take action on that. And that's obviously what I'm doing now. I'm going back into prep again. I have a super intelligent coach that's willing to work with me with what we have, and just, I don't know, I'm super excited to kind of like dive into everything, and I'm super excited to share with you guys the changes that we're gonna make in this prep compared to my last few preps, and hopefully you enjoy that. So yeah, I'm just feeling really good right now, and even though calories are a little bit lower, I'm actually super high energy, really great mood. I'm gonna go into Starbucks now, get some editing done, get some work done, and just get back on my grind, and it just feels really, really good to be back. Can't have your foot on the gas 24/7, you know, you don't wanna burn out. So, you know, if you need a break, that's okay. Just recognize when the break is over and get back into it. That's my little piece of advice, I guess, for this video. And if anyone's ever feeling like a little bit off or going through the same thing, send me a message. I usually try to get back to people within like 24 hours, 48 hours on Instagram especially, or you can comment on this video. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys my last couple of meals, and that's pretty much gonna be it for today's video. I'm gonna have a tea once I get into Starbucks, probably do some rice cakes, and I have another couple servings of protein to have, and my little like last nightcap, my like snack before bed, my final meal, you'll see obviously, of course, and then that's gonna be it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also comment down below with anything that you want to see from me, from Morgan and I, or from the Jack Factory team going forward. Otherwise, I will see you guys in a couple of days for another video. We're back on our weekly posts, so you will hear from me at least once a week, hopefully 2 to 3 times a week as we're diving into this prep. And check me out on Instagram for more daily content. It's just at tbakertucker. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So this is meal number 4. We're going to be doing an omelet because we didn't have any meal prepped meat here. I actually left it at Morgan's. So I'm going to replace the protein with the egg whites. I do have the free range egg whites, so I just have some mushrooms and red onion in the pan here. I'm going to add some egg whites to hit the same protein target, and then we're going to have to use peanut butter as our fats I would have gotten from the meat. Gotta improvise sometimes, and it's the same food groups of the things I've been eating, so it should digest just fine. And yeah, so I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's all done. So we have the omelet here, and we have it on 2 plain rice cakes, a plain rice cake and peanut butter, and that is meal number 5. All right, for our last meal, we're doing a shake. So we have vanilla unsweetened almond milk here. We're gonna do a cup of that, probably a little bit of water maybe. I have my shaker cup here from Jack Factory and my authentic ISO in the vanilla flavor. I'm gonna do 1 scoop of this with 2 plain rice cakes and 15 grams of this natural peanut butter with added sea salt. And our final product.